You keep calling yourself lazy. You say you're unmotivated, inconsistent, distracted. You blame it on your willpower, your lack of discipline, your inability to get it together. But what if it's not laziness at all? What if you're not broken, weak, or lazy? What if you're tired in a way that runs deeper than the body? What if what you're carrying isn't a flaw in your character, but a soul that's been at war with itself for far too long? We don't talk about that kind of exhaustion. Not in a world that worships productivity. We don't talk about how it feels to wake up every single day and perform a life that doesn't even feel real anymore. How hard it is to keep moving through a world that demands you be functional while you're quietly falling apart on the inside. Jung wrote about the loss of soul, not as some dramatic event, but as a slow erosion, a subtle drift away from meaning, from depth, from authenticity, a feeling that life has become shallow, mechanical, like you're living on autopilot. And when your soul is tired, everything feels heavy, even joy, even rest. You can't enjoy the things that used to light you up. You cancel plans, not because you don't care, but because you can't keep pretending you're fine. You sleep more, but the exhaustion never goes away. You push yourself to meet deadlines, to show up in conversations, to do all the right things. And yet, deep down, none of it feels like it means anything anymore. That's not laziness. That's grief. That's burnout. That's a heart that's been abandoned by the mind too many times. You've been overriding your inner truth for so long. It's gone quiet. And now, all that's left is noise. Noise from the outside. Voices telling you who you should be. What success should look like. What healing should look like. But deep down, beneath all of that, there's another voice. It's faint, but steady. And it's saying, stop. Be still. Listen to what your life is trying to tell you. Because maybe what it's telling you is this. The way you've been living is no longer sustainable. Not because you're lazy, not because you're broken, but because your soul is starving. Starving for rest that isn't earned. For pleasure that isn't some reward for productivity. For a life that isn't built on performance or punishment. You don't need another planner. You don't need more hacks. You don't need to fix your discipline. What you do need is to grieve. Grieve the part of you that believed your worth was tied to how useful you are. Grieve the version of yourself who thought exhaustion was proof of value. Let it fall apart. All of it. The productivity cult. The hustle logic. The self-optimization hamster wheel. Let it all fall. Not because you're giving up, but because, for the first time, you're actually waking up. You're choosing to honor the part of you that's tired of trying to be what everyone else needs. You're choosing to return to the self you've been neglecting in the name of being impressive. And here's the truth. The world will not reward you for this kind of healing. It will tell you to push through. It will tell you to do more, be more, fix yourself. It will tell you to optimize, upgrade, and outperform, even while you're breaking inside. But your soul will thank you. It will thank you for every moment you choose presence over pressure. For every time you allow yourself to feel, instead of numbing out. For every single time you stop calling yourself lazy, and instead ask yourself, what do I truly need right now? Not just to survive, but to actually feel whole again? Because maybe the truth is, you're not falling behind. You're falling inward. And from that place, the real you, the tired but sacred you, finally begins to rise. And when you rise, you won't look the same. You won't hustle the same. You won't force yourself to live in ways that drain the very life out of you. Because you'll know, finally, you were never lazy. You were just exhausted from living a life that was never truly yours. And now, you're coming home.